For improved system performance, long-term financial returns, and less risk on your PV projects, look to the proven performance of DuPont Materials and Solutions.
Hello and welcome to another jam-packed PV Tech newscast. Coming up this week, single PV technology roadmap set to evolve, €3.6 million per megawatt to purchase solar power in 2011, and Centrotherm files for bankruptcy protection. Desperate times call for desperate measures, according to the latest PV industry analysis from NPD Solarbuzz. The market research firm says Tier 1 PV manufacturers are set to align on one technology roadmap in 2013 and beyond to combat overcapacity and support aggressive cost reductions. The lack of a single technology roadmap, akin to that followed in the semiconductor industry known as the ITRS, has contributed to the industry's failing to have reached cell conversion efficiencies of around 20% across Tier 1 manufacturers. NPD Solarbuzz contests that only 15% of cells produced by Tier 1 manufacturers are rated at 18% or higher conversion rates. Under a unified roadmap, figures would climb rapidly and ensure 75% of Tier 1 cell capacity would be classified high efficiency by the end of 2015. This will not only support cost reductions that could outpace price declines, but eliminate much of the industry overcapacity that lies with lower tier producers. With the weak environment forecasted to continue during this year and into the first half of next, only a limited number of new capacity additions in Taiwan and Japan are expected. Collective efforts in implementing a new PV technology roadmap could support a faster and greater elimination of current overcapacity and support the end of a destructive period of profitless prosperity the PV industry has never experienced before. Now, are you interested in buying a PV power plant but don't know what price they go for? A new report from Bloomberg New Energy Finance states 2011 was a record year for investors purchasing PV power plants. A record 3.9 gigawatt of solar photovoltaic projects worth an estimated $10.8 billion were acquired, a 122% increase over 2010. According to BNEF, approximately 2.8 gigawatt of the 3.9 gigawatt acquired in 2011 consisted of projects that either were completed and generating power for the grid or were under construction at the time of purchase. PV power plant valuations had fallen approximately 44% from a peak established in 2008 due to the unsustainable boom in Spain. The global average sale values declined from a peak of €6.4 million per megawatt in 2008 to €3.6 million per megawatt in 2011. Germany-based Centrotherm Photovoltaics has officially filed for Chapter 11 type bankruptcy protection in Germany. The second largest PV equipment supplier has a 3-month window to restructure before creditors come knocking on its door. Restructuring would take the form of bundling Centrotherm management services and Centrotherm cell and module within the parent company. All other subsidiaries are expected to continue operating unaffected by these proceedings. The District Court of Ulm has approved the application the company submitted to initiate insolvency protection. Recently, the Chinese National Development and Reform Commission has increased the country's target of installed solar energy from 15 gigawatt to 21 gigawatt by 2015. According to an IMS research report, China's installations will exceed 4 gigawatt in the second half of 2012. The increase will further stimulate the domestic PV market at a time when the European market is expected to decrease. IMS research reports that China's capacity of crystalline silicon modules reached 32.6 gigawatt in the first quarter of the year, even though the full-year forecast for global installations is only 30.6 gigawatt. And finally, it appears concerns over market consolidation and the changing incentive landscape affected Intersolar North America more than many had hoped. Around 22,000 visitors and 850 exhibitors were expected at this month's exhibition in San Francisco. However, the reality was closer to 18,000 visitors and 757 exhibitors compared to last year's 20,000 visitors and 839 exhibiting solar companies, which was a 30% growth from 2010. On a more positive note, Intersolar claims that approximately 2/3 of the exhibition space has already been booked for 2013. And for detailed coverage and analysis from the show, check out the PV Tech website, especially our leading contribution blogger, articles from Felicity Karras. Thanks for watching.